Hey guys, Brady Hicks here, thebradyhicks.com. I am just winding down, gonna go to bed pretty soon, and I just wanted to tell you about what you're gonna see tonight. KWF action. First of all, the Knight Rider, Robert Knight, he's going to be speaking his mind, given an open microphone tonight by KWF management, talking about the American Roughneck, that vicious beatdown we saw last week, KWF Eruption, just prior to Robert Knight's matchup against Sergeant Pop Pop. And in addition to that, since we're talking American Roughneck, he's going to be in action as well. So be sure to check that out. KWF, and ladies and gentlemen, please spread the word. KWF, unlike the bird, KWF is actually the word. Fresh off the heels of a tumultuous KWF Eruption first inaugural episode last week, ladies and gentlemen, more KWF action here tonight. The United States Champion, the Knight Rider, Robert Knight, making his way down to the ring. He's going to address the heinous attack on the part of the American Roughneck, his arch rival. Let's hear what Robert Knight has to say.
The American Roughneck. You went ahead and did something that no mortal man should ever do. You crossed paths with the greatest United States champion of all time, the winner of wrestling's only 2.5-hour battle royal. American Roughneck, the only way that you could have attacked the Knight Rider was from behind, and I should have known it because the smell of beef brisket filled the entire arena. Well, guess what, pal? Kit and I got our scanners peeled, and I will have my revenge. I will prove to you and to everyone else just exactly why the Knight Rider, Robert Knight, is the one man who can make a difference.
The smell of beef brisket. I'm a huge beef brisket fan, but the American Roughneck going to be in action in just a moment. KWF, ladies and gentlemen, we are underway in the ring already. Dan Law up for the challenge tonight. He's going to have quite a task ahead of him. The American Roughneck, clearly the more experienced competitor, and the American Roughneck making his way down to the ring right now. What a disgusting, filthy, loaded attack on the Knight Rider, Robert Knight, we saw last week. Here he comes with the motorcycle. Got the little, I think that's a helmet, or maybe that's just his head, I can't tell. The American Roughneck making his way down to the ring, and the fans just soaking this in. Robert Knight, you know, as talented as he is, as versatile as he is, he's going to have quite the task ahead of him when he finally defends the title against his heated rival. And Roughneck, my God, look at the size of that guy. It's not as big as Dan Law, but it's pretty close. I don't think the crowd knows quite what to make of the Roughneck. KWF action, ladies and gentlemen, about to get underway. And what has Dan Law signed himself up for here tonight? Referee Anthony Giganti overseeing tonight's matchup. Roughneck gonna drop Dan Law down hard, blah blah blah. My God, I'm stuttering over my own words. Just pounding away on Law. Just stomping away. The face, the sternum. I have never seen the American Roughneck apply so many technical holds in one match. What does he have planned? What form of punishment? And what could be at stake? For Robert Knight, huge press slam. Drops the knee right across the throat. That'll make it very tough for Dan Law to be able to breathe. Law responds jawjacker. And lost in all this, of course, I'm going to say lost. Sergeant Pop Pop never actually got his match last week against Robert Knight, the U.S. title match that he thought he was going to have. Single leg crab by Law. Kicks him off, does Roughneck. These two men going toe-to-toe, but it appears as if Roughneck has the edge. Just kind of bullies him to the mat, just stomping away at the back, right where the kidneys are. As if Dan Law, with all the Pepsi he probably drinks, I would imagine that kidneys are going to be an issue for him at some point. Drops the elbow right across the knee. And this has been all Roughneck, as you would expect. I mean, technically Dan Law, I guess a preliminary wrestler for KWF. Huge power bomb. And Roughneck did it without dropping him right on his head. Fireman's carry. Stars and stripes, quite possibly, or leather and lace, I don't know what. Will Dan Law give up trying to fight his way out? Snapmare. And those huge elbows right across the forehead. It's amazing to me the kind of action, the way that Dan Law is just taking it to Roughneck. Hi guys, Brady Hicks here, thebradyhicks.com, and I want to advertise my new eBay store, Brady Hicks's Toys for Boys, and I'll have all sorts of items for boys to play with, things that are exciting like this little Eagles football right here, or maybe this bobblehead if you're a fan of the Rangers, or quite possibly even a little stuffed ducky. That is Brady Hicks's Toys for Boys. Look for it on eBay. Alright, and we are back, and during the commercial break, Dan Law totally taking advantage of the American Roughneck. Let's take a look at what we missed. Drops the fist right to the face, the huge, massive face of the American Roughneck. Right now, Roughneck seems to have recovered. Kick off by Law. And drops the leg right across the throat of Roughneck. Huge forearm uppercut. Front face lock by Roughneck. Pulls him to the middle of the ring. And a huge backdrop. It has been by and large mostly Roughneck. What kind of a message is he sending? To the Knight Rider. Failed ace crusher by Law. Roughneck had pushed him off. Could be going for a powerbomb once again. If he hits that, I gotta imagine that's gotta be it. Gigante with the one, the two. Oh, and he flips it over into a Boston Crab submission. Kind of a really kind of weird Boston Crab there. I'm not really sure what his face is doing. That close to Dan Law's derriere. I don't think Dan's submitting quite yet. Maybe he can last a little while like that. I don't know. But that is it. The American Roughneck picks up the win. A huge win, and Robert Knight has got to be watching on right now. Wait, is that, I think Sergeant Pop-Pop just found his way to the ring. Sergeant Pop-Pop just pounding away on the massive face of the American Roughneck with the knee, and the knee to the midsection. Right again, this crowd just eating this up. Pop-Pop feels he was robbed of the United States Championship match last week, and he's going to take it to Roughneck right now. Huge DDT. Roughneck, not the first time dropped on his head, that's for sure. And he is laid out. Ladies and gentlemen, KWF action. We are so excited. Thank you for checking out tonight's matches, and of course, be sure to check us out on VOCNation.com, thebradyhicks.com, and of course, our YouTube account. Fireman's carried by Pop-Pop. It's been all Pop-Pop. Once he found his way down to the ring, sit down. Absolutely destroys the American Roughneck.